Welcome to another episode of Inspirational Chat, where we interact with young leaders who have made an impact in the life of others and to tell us how they began their journey to motivate the upcoming generation. My guest today is one of the best photographers in Ghana and is the CEO of Hype Lens African, which is into filming, photography, advertising, and events. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome the CEO of Hype Lens Africa, Sadiq Moore. Welcome to Inspirational Chats. Tell us about yourself.
About me?
Yep, Sadiq Moore.
Nice. Sadiq Moore is a young Ghanaian who has so much passion for Ghana and it becoming successful and then its development. And Sadiq Moore, I would say, is an artist and a media artist or a digital artist. But I basically use photography or graphic art to communicate, to express myself, and also based on what I'm inspired with. And Sadiq Moore is one inspired person, self-motivated individual. Basically, that's what I would say, and he believes in change and development.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about your educational background, where you went to school.
I started my basic education in a small community in Western region, where I was born, called Bibiani, where I went to my basic education, primary, GSS. Then later I moved to Kumasi. Bibiani is in the Western region, so I moved to Kumasi, and I went to Osei Secondary School, where I studied visual arts, and then graduated from there, went to KN University to study industrial art. And that was in 2000, and I completed 2008. And then started my own company whilst I was on campus. And yeah, basically that's it about my education. Yeah.
Okay, how many are you in your family?
Family-wise, I could say we are 5. Yeah, we are 5. We have 3. I have 3 brothers. Guys and then I have 2. But unfortunately, I lost my elder sister and some years back, so we are 4 now, and then I'm the 3rd son. So hence my name Mensa. So my name is Sadiq Mensa Moore Ajevi.
Are you from the north?
Yes, my mother is from the north, and my mother is from the north, and then my father is from the Volta region.
You have a company called Hype Lens Africa.
Hype Lens Africa.
Tell us about the company.
Great. Hype Lens Africa was born out of the realization of the fact that there are so many opportunities in and around us as individuals, our young individuals. And I had this revelation when I was very young, right after SS. So right after SS, I decided to start my own company, but it was difficult, finances and what to do with the talent I have and how to start. Ghana is very difficult, even registration of the company and all that. So basically, Hype Lens Africa is into the provision of media content. When you say media content, media content provision, you talk about photography, you talk about videography, you talk about motion graphics, you talk about graphics itself. Anything that media, it accepts, or when you say media, a medium where you can send information or communicate. So we are basically into communication designs.
Okay, but did you start a company alone or you started with someone?
No, I didn't start alone. I started with a couple of friends when I was in the university. I started with a roommate, and as we moved on, things changed, and he had a different aspiration. But I had so much belief in the company. I have so much belief in the vision, so I pursued it. And as I tag along, like as I move along, I had other people coming in, expressing interest in the vision I have, and they bought into it. So now I run the company with myself and 2 other partners, Mariam Boptoya and then Raymond Ayayi. Yeah, Raymond, it's been very,
It was the old ones who started, or Raymond is a co-founding member. Or?
Yeah, they are all co-founding members. Raymond just joined us
Okay.
just recently, but Mariam has been with us right from the scratch when we were on campus, KNUST. She's been with us. She's managed almost all our affairs till now. And Mariam, though she works with other companies, but she has so much commitment for Hype as well. And she works with the Apollonia City. The Apollonia City, I believe you know them, the real estate company. But she's the project analyst there, but she serves as our administrator here in Hype. So it's not a one-man business. It's a registered entity with partners or directors involved, and it's one of the fastest growing media houses in West Africa.
So you are the CEO of the Hype Lens Africa?
Yes, I'm the CEO.
So so far, how many employees you have now?
We have about 30 who are not really employees, but they come as and when projects are on. But we have a solid staff of 5.
5.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But all these 30 members I'm talking about, we have a platform that we work with them on. So as and when project comes, we activate them or deploy them, and then they execute the project, and then we move on.
So have you experienced any challenges in terms of establishing this business, Hype?
Yeah, I mean, it's been very challenging, trust me. Doing business in Ghana, it's one of a hell, and I don't know, but then it's extremely challenging, but you don't have to give up. You have to pursue your dream and then be determined to achieve or realize or materialize whatever image you have in your mind. You get it? So it's been a tough journey right from school, and then graduating the idea from an idea to a business entity. It's very challenging. Finances, people's disappointments, not being able to meet deadlines of clients because a whole lot of issues, and to some extent you have to even refund certain monies that you've already spent on projects, being tagged with a lot of bad name associated with it. Yeah.
You said Hype Lens Africa is into photography and filming.
Yeah.
But can I call you a photographer? Are you a photographer?
No, I'm not a photographer.
You're not a photographer.
No.
But do you do celebrities on photography or?
Yeah, I do everything when it comes to photography, and I don't call myself a photographer because I go beyond photography. I do graphics, I direct videos, I shoot music videos, I shoot films, and I do graphics as well, and I do photography, as you know. But people have come to know me more of a photographer than these other skills I have. I edit. I do photo editing or retouching. I shoot videos and edit videos. And I sit down, create concepts, and then design, like graphic design, still graphics, and all that. So in sum, I'll call myself a creative director. Yeah, as a creative director. Because I also work with the EIB network as a creative designer as well, and then a photographer. But then I'm more of a creative director than just a photographer.
Okay. Who is your role model?
A lot. I have a number of role models. First,
in the creative industry.
Yeah, in the creative industry, if I should say who is my role model, I think I can't really pinpoint one particular person as my role model. I think I'm of myself a role model, But then a lot of people inspire me a lot. I take inspiration from a lot of people. I take inspiration from Bolare. I take inspiration from Kofi Asamoah. I take inspiration from Shelley Frimpong. So I take inspiration from a couple of young and guys who are really excelling in this creative industry. Ohinijan, OM Studios. When I was a kid, I used to watch most of his videos, the behind the scenes, the guys from famous films, Gio and OG. I used to watch most of their stuff, and then it inspires me a lot. So I would wanted to do stuff like that. And I mean, these are people I look up to, basically. Maybe I can call them my role model. Yeah.
Tell me your biggest failure in life.
Where I failed.
Yeah, your biggest failure. Challenges through life.
Well, failure had not been something I've really. I wouldn't call them failure. I just call them learning curves. But then, I don't know what you call by failure, but I call them learning curves. Then, when moments where you would have to produce something for a client, and then the client rejects it, and then you'll be like, what is this thing? You get it? Yeah, I mean, for me, I believe that anytime I produce an artwork or I'm done with a project and I present to the client, the first reaction or gesture from the client will be like, wow. If I don't get the wow factor or the wow aspect of my work, I feel like I've not really gotten there yet. So that is where I may term it as failure, but I don't really call it failure. I call it learning curve. What can I do to improve again, to impress the client and let the client say, wow, this is it.
So how, what are your rates as an entrepreneur or businessman, your rates in High Plains, Africa? How much do you charge when someone contacts you to come and cover something for him or to film something for him?
I mean, it depends on the... Kat, you are interviewing. Yes. Are you ready?
Yeah.
There's an interview. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So the next question.
I'm talking about your rate card.
Yeah, it depends on the client or the company, and then the nature of work. So I normally don't give clients figures. I ask clients what's their budget, what budget they are working with, and then we negotiate, and then we agree, and then we come on. Because I believe that the client, whatever I tell the client is my dream, what the client tells me is reality. You get it? So if I tell you that, oh, I'm charging 10,000 Ghana cedis for a project, and the client comes like, Charlie, my budget is 5,000 Ghana cedis. Trust me, that 5,000 Ghana is the money that the client can get, the money that you can have. I hope you understand.
Yeah, I understand.
But what you will tell the client is not what you have or what you get. So whatever you tell the client is a dream. You used to have 10,000 Ghana cedis for a particular project, but the client wants to give you 5,000, and that's your reality.
Okay. Can you give an advice to the young ones who are coming out to set up a business?
I mean, as I have stated a couple of times in our discussion, I think having or doing business in Ghana is very difficult. The system is not very friendly, and you would have to orient your mind that you want to do this, and you do it. There's a difference between wanting to do and doing it, and there's a difference between doing it and then sustaining it. I hope you understand. So you should be able to identify what exactly you want to do well, and then you should be able to be intrinsically motivated. When I say be intrinsically motivated, you should have so much passion for what you are doing. You shouldn't just do it because you want money out of it or you want to be known, whatever.
A lot of the young youth out there, when starting something, they think about the money, but they don't think about the...
Exactly. So that's the challenge most young ones have now, because the fact is the money is very hard to come by. But I always encourage people that they should find something they have passion. Somebody may have passion in talking. A lot of people have so much passion, they can talk, they can't stop. So you should be able to convert that skill or that, ability to talk and not stop into business. So you can become a journalist or a presenter or a motivational speaker or something. You get the point I'm making. Some also have so much passion that he just want to see things beautiful things. So it could be when you go to the room is always well arranged and all that. So you can convert that to becoming an interior decor. You get the point I'm making. So you should be able to identify what you have so much passion in. And so in doing it, if you are not even being paid, because you have so much passion for it, you still continue doing it and sustaining it. So the moment where you get paid, you understand you are more motivated to do it more. You hear the difference. So the first thing is that find your passion and follow it and don't stop.
I was reading something on your Hype African lens, and I came across foundation.
Yeah, High Foundation.
What tell us about the foundation, the Hype Lens Africa Foundation?
No, it's a Hype Foundation.
It's a Hype
Foundation Africa. Yeah, Hype Foundation Africa was registered in 2013. I think 2013, right after I graduated. The next year, the following year I graduated from Kenya University, and apparently it's not really like, okay, let me put it this way, it's an NGO. Okay. We at Hype Foundation.
Is the foundation active? Is it?
Yeah, it's very active. We've done a couple of projects with Operation Smile worldwide. We brought in doctors from the diaspora to come and operate patients living with clefts. And then we did a couple of projects with what's the name? The Voice GH in the North, help a child read in the North a couple of years back. And then this year we did the Kofor Health work with towards Kofor's 50, that's the ex-president, 80 for 80 project. He will be 80 in December. So we are raising 80 million Ghana cedis for the Kofor Foundation. So we partnered Kofor Foundation on that project as well.
Okay, your message to the government, especially the creative arts industry.
Yeah, before I come to my message to the government, a little touch on Hype Africa or Hype Foundation Africa. Hype Foundation Africa is basically the Hype, HYPE, means helping young people excel. Oh. So it's helping young people excel. So what we intend doing is we would want to empower the young people in each whatever industry the person is coming from, but especially in the media industry with the media skills, especially with the behind the scenes camera skills, photography, all that, with just giving them that capacity.
Okay, yeah. Someone wants to volunteer and come and help with the foundation. Is there any way? Yeah,
we are. I mean, even come next week, we are going to Ashase University to set up our club there. I've been invited to have a lecture there, so we will use the opportunity to set our clubs. And then we'll be going to other schools to set our clubs there with the High Foundation. Basically, what we're trying to do is that most of the young ones get into the university, and then they are trying to find themselves or have a sense of belonging. So we want to create the club so that when you associate with the Hype Club, you just don't have a sense of belonging, but have a sense of meaning. Because a lot of places on campus that really don't have meaningful impact on the individuals or the students on campus. So being a volunteer is we are well welcomed. You can come on board. You can follow us on Instagram at Hype Foundation Africa, and then follow our company name, Hype Lens Africa, both on Instagram, Twitter, and then Facebook. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's come to your message to the government, especially the creative arts industry.
Yeah, for the creative art industry, I think what the government is not really looking at is the fact that the art industry is the backbone of Ghanaian culture. You get it? And then it's one of the sectors that can really sell Ghana beyond our borders. Because one thing I realize is that America is America because of how they sold their culture to us. China is China because of how they sold their culture. You remember when we were kids, 20 years ago, we used to watch Chinese movies. We used to watch American movies, Rambo, James Bond, and all that. And they decided to sell that this is how we should see Americans. It's a nice place, it's all equipped with technology and all that. So they use the movies to tell us who they are. They use their creative arts to tell us their music. I mean, rap, hip hop, or hip life this year, I mean in Ghana because of the hip hop influence our kind of music. And now hip hop is one of the best, I mean, is the major music Ghanaians listen to now. And where does it originate from? From America. So if you don't take care, time will come, if you don't take our creative industry very serious, time will come, we wouldn't have our own culture. Look at the Nigerians. They wouldn't go to America and then behave like Americans. They are Niger. They have an identity. So I think the Ghanaian, I mean, our government should pay critical look at the industry because it's beyond just the celebrity bit. Having all the celebrities around, moving on red carpets and having a lot of social media followings and then reactions, the likes and the vote taps. No, it's beyond that. It has to be identity app that people could go and then create Ghana, and we can sell our culture. Because the fact is that in the olden days, people fight physically to conquer territories, but in 21st century, we don't fight with swords and cannon and then shield, and we fight with culture. You get the point I'm making? So the only way we can win is to be able to have an identity and then project our identity so people will accept it. I hope you get the point I'm making. It could be our styles. I mean, it could be our food, the wache or the Ghanaian beans. I mean, KFC is here. KFC is not a Ghanaian industry. You get it? Why can't we go and set watch something until we need watch it somewhere in America, become a franchise, and everybody is buying it? It's the way we package ourselves, the way we sell our identity. And so that's my only advice I'll give to the government, and I think if much energy or much resources is pushed in there, it will best serve the Ghana economy. Yeah.
So let me ask you this final question. Are you married?
No, I'm not married.
So so you're free.
Yeah, I'm single, but I'm married to my work for now. I have so much for the work that it's affecting mine, but I would have to reorient my mind and then come back home.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Sadiq Moore.
Great. Nice. It's been a great interview. Thank you for this opportunity. I appreciate it. Thank you.